Good morning everybody. Today I am talking about carbon nanotubes. Graphite. In graphite, each carbon atom is linked to three other carbon atoms through covalent bonds, forming hexagonal rings connected to each other to form plain sheet known as graphene. So this is the structure of the carbon nanotubes can be imaged as a cylinder formed by rolling a graphene sheet and then closing it on both sides by fluorescent chemistries. So then the types of carbon nanotubes. Here there are two types of carbon nanotubes, single-walled carbon nanotubes and another one is multi-walled carbon nanotubes. In the case of single-walled carbon nanotubes, it can be imaged as a single atom thick graphite sheet, that is graphene, rolled into a cylinder and capped by fluorescent chemistries. And another one is multi-walled carbon nanotubes. It can be considered as a nanotube within the nanotubes. So this is in the range of the single-walled carbon nanotubes. The range is from 0.5 to 1.5 nanometers. Then structure of single-walled carbon nanotubes. So this is the graphene sheet. So it can be rolled in different ways to get the three type of single-walled carbon nanotubes. The first one is Kirchhoff structures. So here the graphene sheet is rolled up along a vector greater than the rolled angles. Another one is armchair structures. Here the graphene sheet is rolled up along the vector smaller than the surroundings. Okay. Then another one is rolled type of structures. With this, it is rolled up on the Chiral vectors. Then fabrication of carbon nanotubes. Here there are three methods of fabrication of carbon nanotubes. The familiar method is electric arc method, laser deposition method, chemical vapor deposition methods. The first one is in the electric arc methods. This is a very common method to fabrication of carbon nanotubes. Here, the circuit diagram of preparation of carbon nanotubes. Here the current is run through the anode or positively charged piece of carbons. This current, so some jumps through a plasma materials to a cathode or as a negatively charged this piece of carbon where there is an evaporation and a deposition of carbon particles in through the plasma. Finally, an outer hard shell region made up of decomposed graphite is formed and an inner core regions with loosely packed columns with consist of stick multi-shells, carbon nanotubes and closed polyhedral particles. Then another method is pulsed laser depositions. This is a block diagram of preparation of pulsed laser deposition by the carbon nanotubes. It uses an intense laser pulse to replace the carbon target, which also contains a small amount of metals such as nickel and cobalt and is placed in a T furnace 1200 degrees and the pressures of 500 R. Here the inert gas is passed through the chamber carrying the chrome nanotubes and a cold finger for operations. This method is mainly produces single-walled carbon nanotubes in the form of ropes. It produces nanotubes 100 to 200 micrometer long and the size is 10 to 20 nanometers. About 80% of graphite materials is converted into nanotubes in these methods. Then chemical vapor depositions. This is the block diagram of the chemical vapor depositions. Here a mixture of hydrocarbon, metal catalyzed along with the inert gas is introduced in the reaction chamber. During the reaction, nanotubes forms on the substrate by the decomposition of hydrocarbon at temperatures 700 to 900 degrees Celsius and atmospheric pressures. The diameter of nanotubes that are to be prone are related to size of the metal particles. This technique offers more control over the length and the structure of the produced nanotubes compared to arc and another solar methods. Then the advantage of carbon nanotubes. The advantage of carbon nanotubes is very important here. So the carbon nanotubes extremely small and lightweight, making them excellent replacement for metallic wires. And also it resources required to produce them are plentiful and many can be made with only a small amount of materials. Are resistant to temperature changes, meaning they functions almost just well in the extreme cold day and they go in the extreme cold. Then another one is the disadvantage of carbon nanotubes. So despite all researchers and scientists don't understand exactly how they work. Extremely small, so are difficult to work with. Currently, the process is relatively expensive to produce the nanotubes. It would be expensive to implement this new technology in and replace the old technology in all places that we do. At the rate of technology has been becoming obsolete, it may be a scalpel to get from this technology. Then application of carbon nanotubes. The carbon nanotubes can be store lithium through which they can be used in batteries. Then it can be also store hydrogens and hence for a potential application in the field of users. They are used in the deep for the atomic force microscopes. They are being used to develop large frame displays for televisions and computer monitors. And also they are being used to develop lightweight shield for electromagnetic radiations. And also it is very used in the field of semiconducting materials. Field array transistors are being developed using semiconducting carbon nanotubes, which can be used to build a faster process for computers. It is estimated that this process will be 100 power 4 times faster than the present process. Carbon nanotubes are being used to produce lightweight materials with a higher strength than steel. This can be used in automobile, aircraft, and rocket parts. They are used in the chemical sensors to detect gases. Then properties of carbon nanotubes. Mechanical properties. The carbon nanotubes are highly elastic. The Young's modulus is measure of the Young's modulus is measure of the elasticity. The Young's modulus of carbon nanotubes is about 1800 GPa, whereas it is about 410 GPa for states. Carbon nanotubes exhibit loss in strength extensions, and they are about 20 times stronger than steels. The yield strength is the measure of this term. Carbon nanotubes can be withstand larger strains than steel, and also they can be bent to breaking. Then electrical properties. The electrical properties of carbon nanotubes depends upon their diameter and durability. They show electrical properties ranging from semiconductor to those of conductors. The energy band gap decreases as the diameter of carbon nanotubes is increased. Due to very low resistivity, the heat dissipation in the carbon nanotubes is very small and hence they can carry much larger currents than the metals. The conductivity of the carbon nanotubes is maximum along its axis and very low in perpendicular directions. Hence, they are equivalent to one-dimensional conductors. At low temperatures, the resistance decreases with the using magnetic field applied across the carbon nanotubes. This effect is known as magnetoresistance. Then thermal properties of carbon nanotubes. The carbon nanotubes are very good conductor of heat. Their thermal conductivity is more than device that of damage. The thermal conductivity is also varies with the directions. The conductivity is very good along the axis of the tube and very low in perpendicular directions. Then physical properties. The carbon nanotubes have very high strength to weight ratio, they have low density. Then chemical properties. The carbon nanotubes are chemically more inert compared to other forms of carbons. Thank you. So thank you.